Fight!
Hi, this is Chris from Kamidogu here with series co-creator Ed Boon. How you going today, Ed?
Very good, thanks.
Obviously the teaser of the game is now out in the open, and you've shown up a little bit more in the presentation a bit earlier today. How do you feel? Are you happy with the reaction you've been getting so far?
I couldn't have asked for a better reaction. You know, I think we really, I feel like we hit like a nerve with a lot of Mortal Kombat players, you know, what they would really want to see. You know, and that was really our goal in the beginning, was to identify all the things that people wanted to see in a Mortal Kombat game and deliver that as hard as possible.
Now, there's been a few questions about the game. Is the game a reboot? And if it is, what time frame is it set in?
You know, and officially it's not a reboot. I think in some ways you can think of it as a reboot. You really have to kind of see the story to kind of understand. You're really kind of reliving the events of Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, but from the perspective of the end of Armageddon. So there's some time travel involved, and there's some, you know, reimagining of certain events that I think the players will really like the story twist that we have.
How many characters should we expect in the game, and will we see any new faces?
We don't have a final number yet, obviously, because we're like, you know, 9-10 months out from the final release. But if we have new or hidden characters, we've already, you know, decided that we weren't going to talk about them, because we really want the hidden features in the game to remain hidden and people to discover them. So there's certainly a chance for new characters. There's certainly a chance for returning other ones, and so.
Will we see any classic things like Test Your Might or Choose Your Destiny coming back at all?
You know, I guess I can't rule them out right now. We currently don't have it in the build, but it's certainly not out of the question.
Will we see any other modes coming back, like Conquest or Creative Fighter?
I don't think we're going to have a Creative Fighter in this version. I don't know if we've seen the end of Creative Fighter, but this version probably won't have one. Our story mode is going to more resemble the format that we did in our last Mortal Kombat game, as opposed to the Conquest mode.
And what about online? Are we doing anything different this time around for online mode? Obviously with the 2-on-2 fighting as well?
Sure, yeah, we're going to have the one-on-one fighting, the tag team fighting, and we're also going to have, you know, these rooms that you can go into that are everybody's kind of fighting round robin and see who can be the kind of king of the hill, where, you know, the spectators can kind of participate and, you know, lend commentary, boo, cheer, and all that. So it's a lot more of a interactive kind of spectator mode.
Obviously with the endings as well, do you think we'll see the still pictures as in the last few games, or sort of full motion video?
You know, I think it's probably going to be something in between the two. There's certainly not just going to be still images. There's going to be a lot more animation, and it'll be presented in a stylized kind of way. I don't think it's going to be rendered video like kind of we've had in our. We have a ton of that in our story mode, which is great. But the endings are going to be more of like a stylized, almost like a live novel, graphic novel type approach.
The final boss as well. Obviously, I don't know if you've decided it yet, but are we looking at maybe a new boss or someone, I guess, that we've seen before?
Well, like I said, we at this point we're only talking about the 8 characters that we have in the game right now, and so I probably shouldn't be talking about, you know, which boss is in the game and what he's like.
Mortal Kombat's been out since 1992. Do you have any plans for its 20th anniversary coming up?
No, but that's a really good question. I guess when this game comes out, it'll be 2011, which will be 19 years. And I suppose, you know, it might be cool to do something to celebrate, you know, celebrate it. I don't know, it might be cool to have all 9 games or something on one disc. I don't know if that would fit, but it'd be cool. I don't know. I hope we do something.
Obviously, you've got the Mortal Kombat Rebirth trailer that came out, that little production that was put through. There was a really positive reaction from the fan base about it. How do you guys personally feel about the whole thing?
I thought it was amazing. I thought it was really great. I was just spending a few minutes talking to the guy who played Reptile, and I might be meeting the director tomorrow, which would be cool too. I think it's a great reimagining of the story. You know, I think that the comic books have done that quite a bit, where they have somebody do like an alternate universe of Batman or Superman, and I think that fits perfectly with another Mortal Kombat movie.
All right, and finally as well, obviously everything's out in the open now. We've got fans lining up right down the corridor. Looking at the reaction, what is the one thing, I guess, that makes you most proud of this game?
I think to me it's the whole process of the talking with players and how it brings up their memories of playing the first games. You know, like they say, oh, it makes me feel like I was playing Mortal Kombat 2, or things like that. Those are the really cool things, because that was really our goal, was to kind of celebrate those first 3 games.
All right, thank you very much for your time today.
Thanks. All right.